tonight on the Sound of Texas 95.9. The Ranch, it's Malone. Let's do this. Chris.
A lot of welding on this. Man, what a nice bed. This is going to be beautiful when it's done. Absolutely beautiful. I love everything about this design. Originally, I didn't know how I'd feel about a floor in a bed, but I'm really excited about it. Really looking forward to it. So just the shape of it. Brandon's really outdone himself on the engineering of this. These are caps right here. He's already, can't hardly see it in zoom in a little. He's already capped those stakes right there, but those tall ones aren't capped, the back ones aren't capped, which our center bolsters are 12 inches taller, I believe, than our front and backs. And I like that option there, the center two bolsters being taller. That way if I've got a long log, I can put my long logs on top like my 16s or 20s. That's kind of the idea behind that. You guys are in the market for a incredible log bed. This is the place to get one. Not some cheap flimsy thing that Bob down the street or Bill down the street will build for you. Quality log bed. Built extremely well. They are not cheap, but they will last you.
To keep that from sagging.
But it'll tuck up in there fine.
Yeah, it should be just like that.
That tag on this is steerable. Make turning a lot easier. And those are what good welds look like.
Stockyard style. And you know what?
95.9 Ranch on the radio.
That's our $4 shiners all weekend long here at the Stockyard.
It's all welded in, isn't it? The floor's all welded in? Ah. This is going to look so amazing. And we've got some big announcements to make about Project X, which we'll probably make those next week when you kind of see more of what Project X is. But, one thing about this has been a cool build, a fun build. I'll say this about Brandon's welding. Excuse my language, but he could weld a certain appendage on a snowman. He builds a good bed. think the plan is by the end of this weekend, this bed will be ready for paint prep. Brandon and I ate lunch when I met up with Dad. But I think they're going to start drilling holes for chicken lights later today. I'm liking the idea of the floor, especially yesterday hauling logs. I had a short log go through my bolsters, and it was a bearcat to fish out with a grapple because we run the third cords. We run the bigger grapples. We'll eliminate that problem. Of course, the great thing about these floors, you don't have to worry so much about falling debris coming off the bed, like bark and stuff you're going down the road, because that is an issue with hauling logs, especially this time of year when walnut bark's still slipping, or just excess bark from hauling logs that builds up. See, this is sloped, so we can easily sweep the bark off, the bark will shed off. Just a really good, slick design. And again, next week we'll Project X will start coming together a little more here, and you'll kind of see why we call it Project X. You guys that follow my personal Instagram page have kind of seen a little bit why we call it, or why we are calling it Project X. Still got a Mack log truck for sale. And we've got a Pitts 35-ton lowboy for sale. Lowboy's a 2022. It's going to be a slick bed. We're here at Brandon's shop, checking out the progress on Project X. Looks like we're here with the Dodge squad, or the Ram squad. Ram. See what he's got done today. Now, I always try to do all I can for my clients, just like this little ugly thing here that was damaged in a storm. We're going to take this thing down. We're going to get it out of their pasture. We're going to put it down here in our brush pile in these walnut tops. We're going to keep things clean. This farm, we have logged on this family probably for the last 35 to 40 years. This is a local veterinarian doc. You know, my dad's cut, like I said, my dad's cut timber on him on his farms for the last 35 to 40 years at least. One of Doc's granddaughters was a classmate of mine in my class in school. Married another one of my classmates who was a good friend of mine. Just, it's a great family, and there's a ton of young trees on this farm, like all their other farms. And it makes me feel good to go in here and do stuff like this to try to give back in the simple ways that I can, because obviously we have the means to do it with this big equipment, just to try to keep things clean, because they run cattle in here. And, you know, you take care of these farms, they take care of you. And, you know, hopefully down the road, we'll get to cut all the smaller walnut off this farm again, and we'll do it again and again. It's just, it's a great deal for everybody. Now, Dad and Kevin bucked up these couple behemoths on the deck this morning while I started cutting. So they're ready to be loaded out. Big logs right there for any more, big walnut. pressure on that, and the reason why is because I'm back a little too far. Pull up, relieve pressure, let it slide back a little bit, then go to full pressure. And we got the log right where we want it to grapple. We'll pull this around here to the bunch. That there. Now we're going to come around with the blade here. Get this top out of the field. Try to keep things cleaned up the best we can as we go. I think I'm out a little far with the blade, or I'm on something. Again, it's kind of hard to film and run a skidder at the same time. Got a pretty good cut on that. We'll just shove it right over here in the timber on top of this other treetop. Put it back in here. Keeps it out of the pasture, and it's going to be a good home for some rabbits, squirrels, mice, rats. Maybe a fox or a coyote even. There's plenty of those around here. Let's see if we can come around here. I always like to try to drag them from the butt if I can. My windows are getting foggy and hot. I just got done cutting. Let's see if we can get that. I think we got a good bite on it there. Let's see. Come on now. Alright, like a glove, get that out, getting a little resistance here, and we'll cut around, punch up this and take them out. I know you probably can't see much, because the grate's in the way, but alright, got them in there, full pressure on the grapple, how we like it. Run them out to the deck. Good morning of cutting. We got just about all the trees. I think we've got 2 trees left. I finished cutting everything this morning. I'm going to drag it out right now and get it up here on the deck. Dad went to look at some more trees on the farm here. Kevin's up there on the deck waiting on Dad to get back. Again, I'm going to get these out real quick so we can get them worked up. We'll probably try to get them back to the yard today. The only thing I know that we got left on this little job of walnut, we got 2 great big trees we've got to pull. So hoping we can pull them today, but Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are Kenny's dialysis days. So Kenny's not here to run the skidder and pull the trees. So it's kind of a 2-man gig. You know, we need a guy on the ground cut and the guy running the saw. So we'll wait till Kenny gets back. We might try to cut these Monday. We got about 3/4 of an inch of rain yesterday. Now, hopefully, that didn't happen on our job up in Collins, Missouri, because it will make that bluff nearly impossible to go up and down. They're calling for rain, actually, the next 5 days, rain chances. I will probably go down tomorrow being Sunday. I'll probably go down and cut White Oak there on the Collins job, just to get ahead of the skidder. I'm already probably 20 trees ahead right now, but I want to get way ahead. I like staying ahead. I'll get those cut, and Monday, we'll probably try to get these trees here first thing, get these pulled. Then hopefully the rain will hold off and miss us, and it can be back to kind of running as usual. We're running full tilt right now. We're not taking any days off. We're going just as hard as we can run and trying to take care of everything. Still buying a lot of timber, still cutting a lot of timber. I wouldn't have it any other way. So let's see if we can fish some of these logs out. Get them up to the deck.